Welcome to the Sex Addiction Recovery Association. I am Corey Schwartzman, the founder of SARA and the Transformed Hearts Training Institute, which you might be watching on that platform, YouTube, or LinkedIn and such, and other social media platforms. This has been a long time coming, this training. We're excited to get it out. It's been on my to-do list for 5-6 years, and finally finding the time to get this in a recorded format, be easy, accessible, listen to, and learn some new things. So let's get started. This is, again, the Sex Addiction Recovery Association, and I'm going to be going through these slides more for my benefit than yours. You're welcome to watch along, but most will be listening, multitasking, as many of you overachievers are doing out there. And hopefully you're watching this from a comfortable platform, whether locally, nationally. We are located here in Colorado, and we're excited for our national and international members. I'm a master's level trained therapist, licensed professional counselor. I also have my independent licensed mental health practitioner license, and I am a national counselor, certified counselor with the National Board of Certified Counselors, and have my SAART, Sex Addiction Anorexic Recovery Therapist certificate. I'm also the director of Transformed Hearts Counseling, established in 2008. We started SARA and Transformed Hearts Training Institute back in 2014, and I've been in my own recovery since 2004 and practicing since 2000. This is a level 1 training. There'll be 12 sessions. There'll be a level 2 intermediate and a level 3 advanced, on which you can then obtain your SAART certification by completing that, and along with some supervision. So what makes SARA training different? There's a lot of trainings out there. I know your time is valuable. So what is going to make this any different? We want you to integrate what you already know as a therapist, someone that is either starting their own recovery or been in recovery for decades. We support your education and other certifications. The big thing is people know their badness. Okay. The problem is they don't know their goodness. Okay. Some people call that strength-based, evidence-based. SARA, we here are about unlearning. I'm going to talk a lot about unlearning as we go through this. Okay. What you think you know. Okay. It's easy to learn new things. It's hard to unlearn the old things. Okay. SARA is about healing the ego and not being dualistic, modeling to clients how to face that person in the mirror. Okay. And by doing your own work. Okay. Sex addiction is not about sex. Okay. Some of you may know that, some of you may not. Okay. It's about intimacy in and outside the bedroom. So SARA pushes the envelope in doing recovery better. Okay. I'm always reading, looking to do recovery better, not the way we did it 50, 100 years ago. Okay. SARA, we here support energy healing techniques. I'm a big fan of these energy healing movement in psychology, medicine, medical field as well. So SARA is not a shame men model or a victimize women model. Okay, I will get in that more detail in later sessions. Here is a place to share your own ideas. So like, subscribe, share, and how do we do therapy better? Okay, the more I learn, the more I realize I got more to learn. I don't know everything. My ego is long out the door, and I want to learn from you. Hopefully you'll learn from this training as well. So what to expect here in level 1 is this is for professionals, coaches, lay leaders, clients, students, pastors, whatever. wherever you're at, this will help you. Okay, not only professionally, but personally in your personal relationships. So I encourage you to take notes, have a notepad. Also, that I believe I am speaking to an intelligent audience. Okay, that you know a thing or two that I don't know, and that you were hungry to learn new things and unlearn some old things. Okay, hunger is a sign that you're healthy. Okay, like my clients, if you're not hungry, generally that indicates you're sick, you got the flu or something. Okay, I'm going to try to do my best to keep these to 25 to 45 minutes. You'll get out of this what you put into it. I will be referring to many different resources, okay, that I have gleaned from over the years. So there'll be tools, handouts, PDFs will be accessible in the upper levels. Do not believe anything I tell you. Okay, this is important. And I'm not joking. Okay, you seek the truth for yourself. I'm not your savior, not your guru. Ask questions, question answers. Okay, that's how we grow this field. Okay, recovery needs to expand and grow, and I believe we can do it better. Always do it better. So a little bit about my story. My wife and I, Carrie, we've been married close to 25 years of the recording of this in 2023. We have 4 daughters between, will be 15 and 24 this year. And I have an amazing family and love what I do, very passionate about it. I'm a son of a farmer from the plains of South Dakota. Graduated from Dillon College out of Crete, Nebraska. And my undergraduate, got my graduate degree from Denver Seminary and in community mental health, and I've been licensed now almost 20 years, and love what I do, very passionate about it. I will say this is a calling. Okay, this is not for everybody. This type of work, specifically sex addiction work, is going to pick you. Most people interested in this or helping others have been impacted by their loved one, their spouse, in sex addiction themselves, or again, indirectly a partner of, okay, or family member of. I believe addiction recovery is a gift, okay? I used to pity the people that would go to AA, CR, 12-step meetings. Now I feel sorry for the people that I don't go, okay, or don't know they are an addict. If you are a living, breathing human, you are an addict in this age of technology, social media, food, very socially acceptable addictions. Less acceptable addictions is sex addiction. Okay, alcohol is kind of in the middle of that. Depends if you manage it or it manages you. Okay, and so there is a scope, a level of healthy, well, people that can tolerate, stand their alcohol, and I'll get into more of this, is that addiction causing you a problem? Okay, we'll get into this later in the training. So you're gonna have to understand your baggage. What SARA believes in is that you are doing your own recovery work, okay, or have done it in the past, okay. Therapy, 12-step, very much a 12-step model. Don't have to be in agreement with that to get through this program, because you're still going to learn a lot, okay. And we're also a very advocate of SMART program, evidence-based programs out there. So this is a spiritual journey, not a religious one. Richard Rohr, R-O-H-R, and one of the many authors I'll be talking about, talks about how religion is for people that fear hell. Spirituality is for people that have been through hell. Okay. And this training may not be for everyone. It may not be for you. Hopefully it is, but it is not for everyone, and I understand that. Okay. And my teaching style may not be for you. You may not like it. Okay. You may love it, and everything in between. Comments. I want to hear from you. Okay. So, number one, when I work with couples, this is what I call the 5 rules for a healthy relationship. Okay. A lot of people struggle with this idea of right and wrong. I'm right, they're wrong. Okay. I want to move people in this arrow here over to what I call wise versus foolish. Get out of this right and wrong thinking. Okay. Get into what I call what's wise and foolish. And what's wise for you as an individual, okay, doing this training, or the couples, the individuals you're working with, may be foolish for the next person that you're trying to help. What's wise for that couple may be foolish for the next couple. Okay. And this is what I try to model, and not only in addiction recovery, but codependency, mood disorders, personality disorders, is I try to model. I don't want to create another codependent relationship with my clients and me. Okay. I want them to begin to be self-regulate from the beginning. Okay. This is important. So get out of right and wrong into wise versus foolish. Okay. Happy versus holy. Marriage and relationships are not about making you happy. Okay. If your client says, my partner is not making me happy, you have codependency right out the bat. Okay. Why do we burden our partners with your job is to make me happy? Okay. It is not their job. It is, we'll get into this in later part of other levels, is what I call inside out living, not outside in. Okay. Your relationship, your partner, your marriage will never make you happy, but the relationship is about making you holy. Spiritually, holiness is a painful process of dying to your selfishness. Okay. And mind, body, soul wholeness. Okay. Fault versus responsibility. Rule number 3. I do not care who's at fault when I'm working with my clients. I want to know who's going to be the responsible one, who's going to be the hero and stop being the zero. Okay. So fault versus responsibility. My daughters were younger. I didn't care who made the mess. I want to know who's going to be the responsible one to clean it up. Okay. 4. Want versus give. I am interested in when working with couples. What do you want? Okay. Less interested in what they want. Okay. He's going to come in. I want her to stop to start. She's going to come in. I want him to start or stop. Okay. Not so interested in that as much as what are you willing to give, put on the table, let go of. Okay. You can want, wish all day long. We call it in our practice waiting, wishing, and wanting. Okay. It doesn't get us anywhere. And number 5, either or versus and. So a lot of couples, individuals get caught up in this either or. It's either black or white. Okay. It's either right or wrong. Okay. It's either up or down. Okay. It's left or right. Got to get out of that. Okay. And I want to move in this mindset of and. Okay. It's a father of 4 daughters. Okay. It's either Chinese or Mexican. Okay. I learned to survive. It's an and. It's Chinese and Mexican. I'm willing to stop at a couple places, fast food. Not 3, but maybe 2. As we move into and, reverse the word and, literally in energy psychology, is showing it changes your DNA. And spelled backwards is DNA. All right. And last, at the bottom of this is ego. Okay. Ego is, quick definition, is just means separation. That's all it simply means. Love means connection. Now, on the left side of this, you have right, wrong, happy, fault, want, either or. Okay, that is all egoic. See that? Okay, on the left side of this, wise, foolish, holy or wholeness, responsibility, give, and in the DNA piece, that is love, connection. Make sense? If ego is winning, the relationship loses, personally and professionally. Okay? Everything to date in the last few years you've seen on the news is all egoic, is creating separation and division. Okay? And we need to stop drinking the Kool-Aid. Okay? Left wing, right wing. It's the same bird. Okay, wake up. It's the same bird. We gotta get out of this of us destroying each other. Okay. If ego wins, the relationship, the marriage loses every time. All right, OICA, for healthy, successful recovery for clients that you're working with in therapy. You got to have what I call obedience, intentionality. They got to be obedient to the program, intentionality. And as much as they used to act out, plot, plan, and scheme, they have to plot, plan, and scheme how they're going to stay sober. Okay. Consistency. They have to be consistently consistent. As addicts, we are consistently inconsistent. One thing we're consistent with is our addiction. We need to be consistent with our recovery, sobriety, therapy. And then finally, accountability or authority. We need accountability and authority in our lives. And in our practice, we use the polygraph test, okay, to measure progress, accountability, and authority. And as addicts, we lie overtly, indirectly, and by omission. Okay, we'll get into that later. So all these things you'll see with your typical client. They're obedient to their addiction, they intentionally act out, they're consistent with it, and they have no accountability and authority. So the goal is in recovery, we want obedience to my program or a program, intentional about it, consistent, and have accountability and authority. And for many of you, you are that accountability and authority in their life. All right, sexually sick culture. I've blogged on this. I'll talk more about this on our website and resources in the library. Tons of information on our website. Okay, it's a library within itself. So there's a huge assault on our culture with ethics and morals, pornification of our culture, creating, I believe, a rape culture. It creates human and sex trafficking epidemic. Okay. I have sat on a board for 5 years that helped sex traffic minors. Okay, it's a big, big problem. There's assault on our children, hearts and minds. Child sex trafficking, like I mentioned, is real. If you're not aware of it, this might be a lot for you. Okay, some of you are well aware of it. Okay. Some reasons I found parents do not talk to their children about sex. Okay. Their own poor parental role models didn't model that. Okay. They're passive, they're scared, they're too busy, they believe lies within themselves. Bad advice from others or lay leaders, they expect others to do it. I see this a lot, and well, the school's going to do it, the church, the synagogue. No, it's your job as a parent. Or finally, they indulge in their own struggle with sex addiction. And with that comes a lot of shame. One of the things we talk about in marriage and family therapy is there are no secrets at the subconscious level in a family system. Okay, there are no secrets at the subconscious level in a family system. I've blogged about this. Kids know what they don't know. Okay, now you as an adult, once were a kid, you look back on your upbringing and you realize, wow, I kind of knew that. Mom and dad had these issues of drinking, drugs, dishonesty, lying, whatever. Your heart, your mind, you knew, but you didn't know what you didn't know then. Now you know, and many of you are working through that in your own therapy, your own recovery. So lies we face. Lies women face. Not enough. Okay. Check out some of Marissa Peer. She has amazing stuff, Peer, on YouTube and training on this stuff. A lot of women struggle, and men. We'll see here in a minute. I'm not enough. I don't deserve the best. These types of things. So a lot of women struggle with love is sex. Okay, love is sex. coming up on Valentine's Day every year. This is what the media pushes. Okay, love is sex, dress sexy, and you'll be loved. I need a partner to complete me. I have 4 daughters. I have told my daughters, you do not need a man to complete you. Okay, be complete and then find your man. I am loved for how I look. And comparison is a big issue with the women I work with and the women's groups we do. My feelings are reality. Big problem. Feelings are my reality. I call this an emotional addiction. We have an assessment for this on our website. I am here because of him, meaning I am in recovery because he lied, cheated, he has an addiction, he's an addict, he's an anorexic, he's an alcoholic. If he wasn't an addict, I wouldn't be here. Okay, these are lies, by the way. Lies men face. I am not good enough. Okay, or I don't deserve the best. Sex is love. For many men, start having sex at a young age. Sex is love. Okay, so to feel love, I gotta have sex, right? And for the women to be loved, I gotta give sex. Masturbation and porn is normal. That's an and, yes, and no. No. I am loved for what I do. Okay, I'm loved for what I do. Another lie is secrets keep me safe. I am the only one struggling. That's a big one. If that was true, you and I would not be here helping these people. I am responsible for her happiness. I am responsible for her happiness. Again, codependency. So what is true? One of the things I love to talk with women about when I first meet them, shake their hand, look them in the eye, is that you are an amazing woman. A lot of women struggle with, am I beautiful? Am I desirable? Okay. And as a man, I never compliment a woman's beauty. Okay. My wife's, my daughter's, my mom's, my grandmother, but nobody else. Okay. And if a man is complimenting your beauty, not a healthy man. Okay, just being straight. The men need to hear you are a good man. Shake their hand, look in the eye. I tell the men, you are a good man. A lot of men struggle. Do I have what it takes? Am I good enough? Okay. The truth will set you free. Speak it to others. So we'll talk to the men and women you're working with. As you speak these truths, you are an amazing woman. You're a good man. It begins to change them, but it also begins to change you as you hear it. Okay. Giving it away. As you give it away, you begin to plant those seeds and reaping and sowing, karma, whatever you want to call it. It changes them and you. The thing I love about sex addiction recovery is it exposes the dark things in the hearts of men and women, unlike any other recovery. Okay, unlike substance abuse, whatever recovery out there, food addiction. This exposes things that a lot of women get frustrated with me when I say, your anger, it was always there. See, the plan has been not only to heal the men, but to heal the women through the men and their exposure to sex addiction and anorexic issues. Okay, and that's exciting. And once a woman sees that, okay, he didn't cause this pain, this anger, this bitterness, this unhealing, this neglect was always there, just buried. Okay. So that's what this program is about. So thanks for joining me. We're going to continue forward in session 2. Hope this was helpful, and we'll see you on the next video.